their accent goes Australian. An Australian's accent is just a drunk British person. This will be like the video I have the most comments and most controversy on, all about Jaffa cake. Like, I took it for granted being Australian. I was always the top or second from the top on the list. It was glorious. Are you gonna get it later? I hate it. I hate touching it, I hate looking at it, I hate it. I make a good cup of tea though, so don't come for me. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I am Yvette and I moved to the UK in May this year, so it's getting on almost 6 months. I might do a 6-month review video. Tell me if you're interested in that. But regardless, I thought for today's video I wanted to do something a bit different because I've been doing a lot of British versus whatever culture. So I've done British supermarkets, British superstitions, British everything. However, one thing I haven't done is like British pop culture, so I thought a fun way to start that series would be doing a meme review, because I know they're quite hip at the moment, what the kids are doing. However, I'm going to do British memes because then I'll know if I've truly assimilated, because if I understand them, I've been assimilated to British culture, and if I don't understand them, I'm still an alien and an outsider and I don't get British culture yet. I think memes are like the easiest way to tell if you fit in or not, basically. So we're going to find out if I fit in. So this one, selecting my language, American flag is being used for English. This one's bothered me, not even being British. This one's been bothering me since I was Australian, because obviously we use English as well, and it's always the American flag. So that is super annoying. However, I think the British flag is objectively the correct flag we should be using since they are the English. The British storm was brutal and the chair's falling over. That's funny because I'm Australian and when we have a storm, it storms. So like, I definitely rate that one because it is so true. British storms are nothing. You'd have known nothing. There was once I was asleep in the middle of the night in Australia and there was this crack of lightning that was so loud it shook my windows, woke me up, dog went off, I went off. I honestly thought there was like a bomb going off. I lived near a reactor, so I was like, this is the end of days, I'm dying. And no, it was just the storm. It's just thunder. And then they happened to happen a lot that summer. So yeah, fun times. I'll take a British storm any day. See, I don't get that one. The Chuckle Brothers. Means I'm not assimilated. Sad days. I see the Chuckle Brothers come up a lot. I imagine they're like childhood hosts. I don't know. Tell me who the Chuckle Brothers are below. I don't know. I like that they make tea memes in England. Do not accept badly made cups of tea. Do not surround yourself with people who make them. They don't care about you. I don't know, like I get it, I feel it, but I also feel like there's so many foreigners here who are just trying. Also me, and maybe I'm projecting, maybe it's me. I make a good cup of tea though, so don't come for me. This one's been such an argument, the maths argument. For reference, Australians say maths, not math. I know it's a big debate between Brits and Americans, but Australia's weighing in and we say maths. But this resonates with the arguments I've seen. This one's funny because it says, I asked a non-British person how their weekend was and they actually answered instead of saying fine. The annoying thing is I'm trying to make friends, so I need to tell people what I'm interested in. I want to know what they're interested in, so I'm all about like more information is more, but I get it. I'd feel the same way normally. It's funny, it says can't tell if drunk or just really, really British. I think that with Australians, so funny because, and same with Brits. I think a drunk British person is, their accent goes Australian. An Australian's accent is just a drunk British person. So when everyone's drinking, I can't tell where everyone's from. So I understand this one on a whole different level. You know you're British when you sat on here in year 6 thinking you were royalty looking down at the peasant. See, I don't get it. Sad. Sad days. Tell me, you gotta explain all the memes to me in the comments if you get them. I like how in America you graduate high school, you get a gown and a hat and a big ass ceremony, but in Britain you just get a 15-minute leavers assembly and a shirt with genitalia drawn on it. Not dissimilar to Australia. When we graduate university we get the caps and that, but when we graduate school we wear our uniform and everyone signs your jersey, which obviously turns into dicks. So same but different. We don't, yeah. Not a big to do, it's literally like one afternoon and then it's all over. Oh my god, this one, I feel it. It says, I don't know whether to search for United Kingdom, Great Britain, England in the drop-down boxes. I spent 15 minutes on ASOS trying to figure out what my location was. I couldn't figure it out. And I was like going insane. I'm like, no, come on now. Is it England? No. Is it UK? No, can't find. I think it was UK. I looked up United Kingdom. I don't know, man. I couldn't find it. It was driving me insane. I think I ended up that I was just blind and it was there the whole time, but I feel it. Never, like, I took it for granted being Australian. I was always the top or second from the top on the list. It was glorious. 6 more weeks of complaining about the winter until we start complaining about the heat. Yeah, you guys do. I get that because you guys 100% do. The weather's always bad to you guys. That said, it is actually raining outside at the moment, so like, you guys aren't wrong at the moment, but I understand you guys do complain about the weather at all times. That's very true. You say you don't like coffee and no one bats an eye. If you say you don't like tea, everyone loses their mind. Funny thing with that is in Australia, it's probably the other way around. If you say you don't like coffee in Australia, everyone freaks out because I don't like coffee. So I've been on the receiving end of this constantly. But I do drink tea, so you can stay subscribed, I promise. I do drink tea. Biscuit broke and fell into my tea. Oh, I've done that 1,000 times. I always get the digestive and I try and like see how soggy I can make it. And then obviously it's the risk you take. High stakes, high risk, high payoff though, when you get it right. But I feel it. I really like this one. What if I told you there's more than one British accent? I find that so funny because obviously I travel around the UK. I don't know. I'm obsessed with British culture. I love all the different accents, but I know people think there's only like the Queen's English is like the only British accent, and then you hear a person from Newcastle and they would never have guessed they're from England. Like, it's crazy how much the accent varies, and that mostly Americans don't really know, but I feel like it's always Americans that seem to think there's one accent, and it's always like Hugh Grant. Ooh, that one's accurate. I wonder if I'm gonna get a bunch of hate comments for this one, but I didn't make it. I'm just reacting. Colonized a quarter of the world, complains about the immigrants. Not wrong. I won't say any more about that, but not wrong. You know what? I agree with this one. This one annoys me. Criticizes America for using the imperial system, still uses still uses miles per hour, feet, yards, pounds, and stones. That's what bothers me most about the UK. Why can't you commit to a side? I'm from the metric system. The US is the imperial system. It's wrong, but at least they're committed to it. You guys just like 50% of the time it's kilos, 50% of the time it's pounds, sometimes it's kilometers, sometimes it's miles, and I never know. It's so annoying. And I'm gonna actually have to learn the conversion now, and don't want to do that. Maths. See, maths. Some things are universal. I'd rather make 2 trips than I'd rather break 2 arms than take 2 trips. That's the same in Australia. And you do it wearing thongs too. Oh my gosh, how to drink hot tea. 1, make a cup of tea. 2, sip tea. 3, tea is too hot. 4, let the tea cool. 5, forget you have a cup of tea. That is my life. Every time. Oh my gosh. Cannot tell you the amount of... I've probably forgotten about more cups than I have finished cups. Let's just say that. I don't get this photo. It's Ant and Dec. Decker? I don't get it. Oh my god, someone has to explain this one to me. It's killing me. This one hits me on my core. Right, do I take a coat? 23 degrees and sunny, slight breeze. Oh, nice. Doesn't take a coat. Next minute. Ugh, this has happened to me so many times. I won't swear because then I'll get demonetized, which I actually have to care about now. Met Office lying bastards. They're out to get you. Trust no one. I agree. 100% agree. I've just always taken an umbrella, always take a coat. I've just given up. Oh, this is British levels of anger, yes. Mild irritation, indignation, wrath, fury, rage, and then when someone puts a used tea bag in the sink. I hate that. Why do people do that? It's gross. Like, what's the point? Are you gonna get it later? I hate it. I hate touching it. I hate looking at it. I hate it. I love a Harry Potter meme. Very British. No. What does this mirror do, Professor? Shows our deepest desires, and it's a Nando's. Cheeky Nando's. Favorite. This one's so real. I was almost gonna skip this one, but just 'cause I didn't think it was funny, but it's true. Reasons British people cry. Hearing a recording of your own voice. Obviously I've desensitized myself to this. Having to say I love you in public, and when a colleague sings happy birthday at you. Nothing I hate more. The only thing I hate more than a colleague or anyone singing happy birthday at me is opening presents in front of someone. I hate it. Gave me so much anxiety. Oh. It's so funny when things translate. The mats, the gym mats, we had those that say they're harder than the floor. I had the exact same ones. A friend of mine jumped off the roof onto one. Didn't end well. I love Peep Show. A lot of you shared my love of Peep Show from my British TV list, but it's pretty great. January, I'm a jogger, of course. There had to be a sport for me, I just never realised. And then in February, eating from a bucket like a human horse. I love David Mitchell, I love Peep Show, it's so funny. Oh, timeless. Also, the rest of that jogger scene is actually hilarious. He's like, I'm dying, I'm dying. Who hasn't been there? Oh, underground dog spotting PlayStation, that's amazing. I do that, I didn't know that was a meme. Anytime there's a dog on the tube, I get so excited. I'm just like, stare at them. So funny. Reasons to ask whose round it is, because you know, because you want to know, but mostly because you already know and want to passive aggressively remind them. I've been there. I do not like getting ripped off in the rounds. I'm like always keeping track. Don't mind sharing, but also do not want to get ripped off. Oh, see, it's the Chuckle Brothers again. Someone's gonna explain it to me. I feel so left out. See, I'm not assimilated. This is what it's proving. This is interesting. To everyone that thinks Jaffa's cakes are not biscuits, I hope you like your birthday cake. Tell me in the comments, Jaffa cakes biscuits or cakes? I think, oh, it is a hard one, isn't it? I'm gonna say it's a biscuit. Just because you name something like a cake doesn't make it a cake, you know? If I started naming my dog Horse, it doesn't make it a horse. You know? She's still a dog. You get it? That's my logic, and that's what I'm sticking to it. Tell me in the comments below what your stand is. This will be like the video I have the most comments and most controversy on, all about Jaffa cake. This is a good one. There's no such thing as British cuisine. So I'll tell you all the things I know from this picture. Obviously Dairy Milk Fritters, we have those too. I don't know, I know there's Colin the Caterpillar. I haven't had one, but I should do one for my birthday as a cheat day. Baked bean pizza, I don't think they make that anymore because I looked at that for my vegan taste testing video. I don't think they make it anymore, but I would. Pot noodles always go well. I don't know, what's that bear thing? It looks like ham. Is it ham? I don't know. And I don't know what the curly thing is, so I'll give myself 50% because I don't know 2 of them, but I get it. So I'll do one more. This is me, but with any crisp, to be honest. When you thought there was one left, but they're all gone. And then you're like, no. I'm just not mentally prepared for them not to be there anymore. It's upsetting. I'm still expecting. I wasn't ready for separation. Because I've got abandonment issues, clearly. But yeah, nothing sets me off. And then I start accusing everyone of eating the last one, even though I definitely ate the last one. But anyway. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. It was a little different from what I usually do. I thought I'd mix it up and see what you guys thought. So tell me in the comments below if you did like it or if you didn't like it. Go back to my observations of English culture or carry on with the lols. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and remember to hit subscribe so I can see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.